I think, yeah, that's just a walkway you see there, vaguely see. That's what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the walkway up to the front door. Um, I don't think you can ask her if she has a driveway or
She says
concrete.
she doesn't have a driveway,
See, I
but
thought
that's
about
why
it.
she needs to park it there, she says.
Well, is she gonna have to get a driveway or either, I mean, or park outside on the swell area, or either
Va a
park
tener
outside between the sidewalk and the
va a
street?
tener que construirse un driveway y si no parquear afuera en la calle junto a la acera, en el lugar verde.
Pero dígale a él que yo no tengo dinero para hacer driveway. I don't have money for driveway.
I don't have
They have
money
two
for
cars.
driveway.
They don't have
Understand.
one parking.
I understand.
So what? How you do?
Can she park, actually, can she park it in the, backyard? Cause I seen she had another, vehicle or something in the backyard. Can she access the backyard?
Creo que hay otro vehículo parqueado también en la parte de atrás, en el pasto.
Sí.
There you go.
Yes.
There we
Dígale
go.
a él.
Problem
dígale a
solved.
él que ese vehículo de atrás es de mi esposo y el frente es de mi esposo trabajar, donde yo lo puedo parquear.
Well, the vehicle in the backyard belongs to my husband, and the vehicle in front, y el vehículo de frente, ¿qué
Es
dijo?
de mi esposo trabaja en un van muy grande del
And
trabajar.
the one in the
So,
front also belongs to my husband. That's a large van.
What, tell her
What
what I'm
she's saying,
saying,
do
right.
you have any space in the back to park the van?
Señora, lo que le está diciendo que si en la parte de atrás tiene un espacio donde puede parquear ese van también.
no.
No.
So the back can only hold one vehicle?
Entonces en la parte de atrás solamente puede parquear un vehículo.
Sí, porque el otro tiene mata, tiene planta,
Be-
no se puede parquear.
Only one because there are plants in the area, so there is no way to park.
Well, she's gonna have to park one in the back and one in the front, because in fact, the way your gate is, there's a
Entonces,
entrance way for a car to drive through. Isn't that correct? So she can actually park her vehicle directly in front of her gate, because people assume that, you have a driveway and they wouldn't readily park in front of your gate. So maybe that's one of the areas that she can park.
I'm sorry, can you show me so I can tell her where she can park?
Well, I did make a suggestion to park in the rear yard or between the sidewalk and the street, where she parks her other car.
Usted puede parquear entre
Or move somewhere.
la acera y la calle, en el área verde.
Entre la acera y la calle.
Exacto, entre la acera
But it
y
has
la
to have a
calle,
valid
esa,
tag.
esa área verde entre la acera y la calle.
Let me see the photograph again. 'Cause
But
I
it
had
has to
the-
tell it has to have a valid license plate if she parking on the city street.
Diga,
too.
mira, oiga, dígale a la señora que yo no lo estoy entendiendo a él porque si yo no, él me
No,
dice
the
que
one that
yo no
shows me
tengo
the gate.
so, si yo no tengo dinero para
'Cause there's a-
cara voy a
Vamos a ver, que nos eche la foto.
All right, who does the Toyota belong to?
¿El Toyota de quién es? It's
Yours?
mine.
Okay, so there's no space behind the Toyota for her to park?
No hay un espacio detrás del Toyota. para
Considering
parquear.
that she cannot pull her car through these gates anymore.
Well, I mean, I don't have the geographic frontage of the outside of her property to remember. Maybe it's a tree there. I don't know. I mean, you could ask her that. Can she put two cars there?
Can you move your car up and have the van parked directly behind your vehicle?
¿Usted puede parquear el van ahí justo detrás del vehículo?
Ujú.
All
Or
right.
move it somewhere else to another location, but
Está
let
bien,
her remind her
moverlo a
now.
otro lugar.
If she
Well,
park
that's,
¿Qué hago con el van blanco entonces? ¿Qué hago con el van?
So what am I going to do with the van?
Exactly.
what
I
are we
mean, that's-
referring to?
She's saying what's she gonna do with the van? I mean, that's
She just said
not
that
up to-
she's able to pull her car up and park the van behind the car. Am I
Right.
confused?
Acaba de decir usted que puede poner ese van detrás de su carro, ¿no es verdad?
No, porque el carro mío yo lo saco más a menudo.
¿Cómo es? ¿Más a menudo?
Perdón, él dice que puede parquear.
Usted dijo que puede parquear el van detrás de su carro, ¿verdad?
No, mi carro detrás del van, porque el van es muy grande,
Okay.
no lo puedo parquear afuera.
I can park my car behind the van.
Porque el carro, el van es grande y va a
Because-
coger toda la acera.
The van is a large vehicle and takes the whole sidewalk.
All right,
Well, I
I'll
don't know.
table this matter for 30 days and you guys talk it out
Una
and
vez más, señor.
Figure it
she
out.
can
Dice,
figure out where
el-
she can park the vehicle.
le está dando
Ma'am, I'm
30
giving you
días
30 days.
Para arreglar 30 días, tiene que comunicarse con él y ponerse de acuerdo dónde puede parquear. Le está dando 30 días.
Now that you understand the violation so that we can do
Entienda la violación
something so that we can
para
remove
que puede
the white van.
hacer y puede
from the
quitarle,
lawn.
dice la juez, ese carro que está parqueado.
Pero pregúntale a la juez, pregúntale a la juez, que el van está donde está mi driveway, solo que tiene grama porque yo no he podido construir, pero está dentro del driveway.
Momentito. Happens that the van is parked where the driveway is. The only thing is that instead of a driveway, there's grass in that area.
It was
That's
grass.
correct.
That's the problem the
That's the
city's
po-
having.
that's the
You're
violation.
You're killing all the front yards look dead.
That's a
You know, people
violation.
parking all
Yes.
over
You
the
would
front
have
yards all
to
over the
build
place.
a driveway
Es una violación, por lo tanto tiene que construir un driveway en ese lugar entonces.
or in the meantime find an alternate location
O
to
mientras
park the
tanto,
van.
Puede encontrar otro lugar alterno donde parquear.
Es que no tengo otro lugar, no tengo.
I don't have any other place.
Well, she might have to remove some plants in the bag and rearrange some plants or
Tal
something
vez
in
va a
order
tener
to
que
width
quitar
of the
algunas
van to get
plantas
it
de
in there.
atrás, dice, pero de alguna forma parquearlo ahí.
You gotta make the problem go away. It's not gonna just,
I
you
think
know,
that's
go
a
away
fair
no other way.
solution. How do you think I cut my tree? Because you don't want to park in my van inside. In my house, inside, where I pay tax.
Okay,
This is
well,
absolute. I pay tax. Inside my house. It's not outside. It's inside my house. It's the
okay.
part
She
where
don't
the
understand the
driveway.
rules that the city has rules and
I
regulations,
don't understand
obviously.
him.
We done.
All right. The violation is parking the vehicle on your front lawn.
La violación es
Unfor-
parquear el vehículo una vez
Can you
más
get it on-
en la
actually,
parte
can she
frente
get it
de
on
la
the side of
casa.
the
Esa
house?
es la violación, que no se puede parquear así.
The rules does not allow you to park your vehicle on the front lawn.
Las
If it was
reglas no le
paved,
permiten parquear
and
ahí
it
al
would
frente
appear
de
that
la
at one
casa.
point maybe it was
Pero
paved
si
the way
estuviese
that your gate
pavimentado,
is built.
Entonces sí, aparentemente en un principio estaba pavimentado.
No.
It was
driveway,
not.
Never.
It
So
was
you
ne-
built the gate so you can drive your car
You're just gonna leave it on the
to
grass.
okay, I see.
Unless she
all
just
right.
built the gate.
Okay, so it's reset 30 days,
Bueno,
so
le
I
está
give you an
dando
opportunity
30
to
días, le está dando la oportunidad
talk it out with the
para que
code
usted
enforcement
pueda
officer and
comunicarse
see if
con
we
el
can come
oficial
to
y
a
ponerse de acuerdo.
resolution.
Le está dando 30 días.
Entonces pregúntale a ella que si yo lo puedo parquear afuera, en la grama donde está la ciudad, afuera donde está, que si yo lo puedo parquear ahí.
Can I park the car outside on the grass on the city's
Yeah, ain't no
grass.
grass there. But yeah, she could do that, but she gotta be mindful that, have to be mindful that, you can't, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. But she's not supposed, she can't park it out there with no valid license plate on it. Does it have she can't park it out there with a without a valid tag. The tag has to be good.
Sí, lo puede parquear ahí, pero tiene que tener
Pues sí.
una licencia válida.
Sí, I have license.
Okay, with the tag
Everything
good, yeah.
okay?
You can park it out there.
Sí, lo puede parquear ahí.
Or either on the side of the house, you can't park it on the side of the house?
I'm sorry again.
Ask her if she could park it on the side of the house.
¿Y lo puede parquear en el costado de la casa? En el costado de la
Can you
casa.
fit it on the side of the house?
What is the side of the house?
The side of the house is either side besides the back and the front.
Esta es la casa, este es el frente, este es el costado y este es el costado. En el costado de la casa lo puede parquear.
Pero el van está al costado.
We'll work it out.
Yes, please.
Bueno, the van is on the side of the house, she says.
No,
Vamos, vamos, señora.
all right.
The next case is item number 12, Arturo Rojano, Officer Shanna Sanders, case number CEXP 2016-00268. For the record, this customer has item number 13 as well, CMHO 2016-00028, and it's Officer Shanna Sanders.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What is your full name in relationship to this property?
Arturo Rojano.
Okay.
I am the owner
All
of
right.
1740 Northeast 140th Street.
Okay.
And Liliana Doncel, she's my wife.
All right.
I'm sorry, which case are we on? I know he has two. Which one?
CEXP 2016-00268.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case for an exterior roof of the property that needs to be pressure cleaned, if not repainted. I originally cited this property back in April.
Mhm.
In April, I have had contact with the property owner. He came to the office and spoke to me on an occasion and, asked for an extension. I did give him 2 months extension to, he said at that time, try to collect monies to get the repairs made. As of today, the roof still remains in need of pressure cleaning. I'll let the property owner explain what's going on at the property.
Okay, we have been dealing with this problem since before, and we are trying to fix it since before even before the officer Sanders put the violation. Actually, we contacted contractors in December. We had a recommendation. Unfortunately, the roof cannot be repaired because we have leaking in multiple sections. So the recommendation is that we need to change the roof. It needs to be redo. We have facing difficulties in economical terms because my wife is not employed. She's unemployed since October, and we got in bankruptcy since 2012. We are in chapter number 13. So that problem creates that we are not getting access to credits to get the roof done.
Are they the property, you guys don't have a homeowner's insurance?
We do, and we call an insurance, but this is the situation. What we had a claim, a previous claim, that was related to leaking. So when the money was paid, it was because damage inside the house. So when the adjuster was in home, it was maybe in March or February of this year. They told us that they cannot claim again against the same damage because it's going to be a felony. That's what they told us. And he told us that the damage is because the age of the roof, not because of a storm or something like that. So we consulted that adjuster. Unfortunately, I don't have the card, but I can get the person that gave us the recommendation of that adjuster that told us that information by the time that we call the person. We tried in December, I was telling you, to apply for a program through one of the contractors, the program of a company, an organization that is White Green, but we were rejected because we are in bankruptcy. They said that we have to be discharged from the bankruptcy in order to qualify for the resources. And we're talking about thousands of dollars to fix the roof. So I explained to Officer Sanders that it doesn't make much sense to clean. And I actually had the pain because I started to pain before we started with this situation. But there's not too much sense to clean and paint something that you need to change because that's what need to be done. Actually, we did a repair in 2012. We paid $7,000 for that repair in that time. And since then, we are dealing with that situation. When I talked to the Officer Sanders, she suggested me to go to the Office of Community Development and Planning. And there's a hope. They say that the city maybe is going to have available funds on September. They got programs that assist the owners with these kind of situations. But it's still September. And then they told me, they recommended, well, you have to be here really early and all your work and bring all the papers that are required to apply for the program. So that is our hope. So we are asking you for your consideration and get an extension. In the meantime, we're going to still try to get some kind of credit somewhere. But we recognize that we have this situation, but we don't want to have our home like that.
Okay.
And just as he stated, we have talked in detail. He has told me everything that he has, told and presented to you today. He spoke of the financial issues. He spoke of the bankruptcy and everything. And as he stated, I, told him of different programs that the city has. But, right now, he is financially strapped. But again, and I do apologize to him. The violation, stands. As he stated, it has been before I even cited him, because first it just started as a tarp that was on the roof, and that's what the companion case is. we have started getting complaints and stuff. I will leave it up to you and our city attorney as to if we want to grant him the extension. I'm totally, okay with that. My concern would be the applications, it won't even be September. From when I spoke to CP&D, it'll be October. And, we all know, who have been here long, that's just submitting the application. It does fill up quite fast because he's already going through financial difficulties. The property has to be in good standing. He has to have, insurance and different things. I'm not sure, if he qualifies or not, but I guess that would be his conversation with them, that it won't be a 2 or 3 month extension, then it'll end up being a 6-month extension, and we are up on hurricane season, at this time. It is some loose towels up there. So again, I'll leave that up to you. I can show you the pictures of the violation, and I'll let you decide. But I am okay with whatever decision you decide to make today.
Yes, it's our property.
It's a beautiful property.
It is. It is a nicely maintained property. That's why, again, I could go with
It's-
whatever you decide. Is, just the
Yeah.
roof that needs to be maintained.
Right, the property's otherwise well maintained. They're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They don't have the funds. They're going through bankruptcy. It's not like they can walk
Yes.
to a bank and say, I need to borrow some money to fix my roof. And now with the rainy season and hurricane season coming up, it's only gonna get worse. And now,
Here comes code enforcement knocking on their door.
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, we are conscious about that, and that's the reason why we are using blue tarps to mitigate the damage. And again, we are conscious about that. Our problem is the access to credit so we can make the work.
I'll hear what the city attorney has to add to this conversation.
Nothing to add, Your Honor. I mean, the violation is there. From a legal standpoint, the case, it has been brought. Officer Sanders has chosen to prosecute this case at this point. The only decision to be had is whether to grant the extension of time and allow them to pursue other opportunities or to adjudicate.
The issue, I guess, is how much time, because on one hand, they're being told September. September is 2 months from now. Or is it gonna be October?
Usually it starts
then
when the
the-
fiscal year opens. It's usually October.
October,
And that's
and
just
then-
the application process.
yeah. And in the meantime, nothing will be done.
Right, and also, question of the property owner, have you contacted Miami-Dade County to see if you qualify for any programs there?
Not yet. Not yet. Actually, we're planning later. The other thing that was occupying a lot of energy and time was I was explaining to Officer Sanders that we were also, because my wife was not she's not working since October, we were doing the loan modification. Otherwise, we were not going to be able to afford the mortgage. And fortunately, thank God, we could make it. So what is absorbing a lot of time and energies. And unfortunately also there's not too much money left to pay maybe someone that maybe someone that can come and take a look and tell us if they can make some kind of repairs in the meantime. And I mean, a handyman that can advise something and try to mitigate as much as we can, but if you can help us with the time. I mean, if we could get the access to the credit, I don't doubt, I didn't think twice. I just do it because it's our house.
The city has no objection to granting them additional time, and like I said, I would recommend contacting Miami-Dade County. They are a larger entity and they have more access to funding than City of North Miami as far as grant funds for disaster relief and whatnot.
Yeah, we're gonna do our work. We're gonna try to, actually, now I remember, and something that I forgot, and this just, the lawyer is just reminding me that you suggested me to write down a letter to the council.
Yes, I did.
I really forgot about that idea too.
As
So
our city
we're gonna do that too.
As our city attorney is saying, I did, throw out that option too, because I know, Montestine has a good program that, I know when I was on the west side, that helped out quite a few residents and stuff or whatever. I threw out, a few options to him because, I understand his, I tried to at least understand his situation, but I threw out, all options. Hopefully he'll, grab the bull by the horn and see what he can do, but
All right, so I'm gonna give you 60 days. When you come back here, I wanna hear what exactly you have done, what steps have been taken, and what progress have been made, so that I can make a decision as to how we're going to proceed.
Okay,
You
yeah,
understand?
yes.
You're buying time. I'm giving you 60 days. Make it work.
Okay, we're gonna do our best.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
before they go, we have a companion case for the minimum housing opening for the top that's on the roof. In addition to the roof needed to be painting, as he stated, there's.
I took both
Okay.
into consideration. I'm gonna allow the two cases to run together. I'm giving him 60 days on both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Next case is item number 19, Brian Lazar, Officer Vidalin Christie, case number CEXP 2016-00264, item number 19.
Sir, please tell us your full name.
Brian Lazar,
Thank you.
12965 Northeast 2nd Avenue.
All right.
Good evening, Madam Magistrate
Good
and
evening,
Council.
sir.
Vidalin Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a new case in regards to pressure cleaning and painting the roof. Case was opened back in April. Property was posted. I have not had an opportunity to meet with the property owner before this, and I do have pictures for the record.
Yes, ma'am. Madam Magistrate, my situation is very similar to the family that just came up.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had steady income for almost 2 years after losing my job. I don't need any more motivation or complaints about the condition of my roof. I can simply have dinner at home if I want to hear that. My fiance is not very happy with that. So the short answer is finances are what have delayed my progress, but I am in process of rectifying the situation. The roof is in need of repair, so painting it first before it gets repaired doesn't seem like the way to go. I did contact Paul Baines Roofing before the violation because I wanted to take care of my roof. He said that the roof could not be repaired. I don't know if that's true, but he did tell me about Y Green, which you need to have to be able to pay, to have your mortgage paid 3 months in a row before you can qualify for that. So he was suggesting a new roof at a cost of $26,000. He said they would give me $20,000, and if I could come up with $6,000.
And is that a program? What is it called?
It's called Y Green. It's very interesting. It attaches to your mortgage, and you can either you can do roof, you can do solar, and you can do windows, hurricane impact windows. So I was all for it. I had started this hoping that my situation financially was going to improve. Unfortunately, during that time, my house fell into foreclosure, and I have just recently finished the trial period, and I'm awaiting paperwork to come this week for the modification. Quite honestly, I didn't want to rock the boat and ask for any extra money since they had turned me down. I've never faced a situation like this. And in contact with some of the roofers and some of the people that just pressure clean and paint, I'm even afraid to have them go up on the roof and walk around pressure cleaning. It might cause more leaks. I would like to try and go with the Y Green situation. I also called the code enforcement immediately when I got the thing. I did not speak with this officer, but I spoke with a very helpful person who told me about the community redevelopment plan. She said the budget was spent for this year already, but that it would open in September. I asked if, and I think this could be a good idea, if people could sign up early and get all the paperwork done, and then by the time it opens, you'd have it all done. But that's none of my business.
Unfortunately, they won't be doing that anymore, because
No.
then we get thousands of people who will get very hopeful, and we can only accommodate but so many.
So if I understood, I then called the community thing to have her corroborate that you cannot sign up early. You have to sign up and you have to be there first because it's on a first come, first served basis. So at the very least, I am asking for some additional time, and during that time, I will personally paint the fascia of the roof. I have to cut the trees back, which is another situation of being on Northeast 2nd Avenue. I made offers to the roofers to trade for services. I'm a graphic designer. I would design them a website or a brochure or whatever, so I could try to find creative ways to pay for this. I throw myself on the mercy of the tribunal.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, I also got a job 3 weeks ago, and I hope that.
That's the
Yep.
first thing you should have lead. I mean, you're.
I'm
Really?
sorry, did I say too much? Did I talk too much? I'm sorry.
That's the first thing you should have led with. I have, because I'm thinking if I give you 30 days, if I give you 60 days, it may amount to the same thing. But if you have full-time employment now,
It's
part-time.
part-time, but it is regular work.
Okay.
Last year, I made about 1/6 of what I normally make.
Okay. I mean, I can reset in 60 days, give you 60 days and see what type of progress we're making, if you've been successful with, was it white, green, or anything else?
Well, like I said, I think the condition, at least, is that you are solvent and that you have made at least three
payments.
payments. So
Right.
technically speaking, I don't know if the trial period counts or if that starts when I
This
get
month.
this paperwork this month, and so then it would be 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
but I will turn over every stone and try to find, my credit has dropped
I'm
to
sure.
a point where I cannot get any kind of credit.
Okay, let's do this. Let's reset it 60 days and see where we are.
Okay.
Okay?
Uh,
And we'll discuss some options.
Okay, this is a sample of the latex silicone coating that they're gonna put on the roof
Okay.
when I can afford to do it.
That's what is that what brought the price to what it is?
No, if I can repair the roof at a lower cost and then pressure clean and paint, this would be the coating
I see.
to comply.
Okay.
If I have to put a new roof on, it will go for $26,000.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
right, thank you.
Let's come back in 60 days and see
Okay.
what happens. Thank you, sir. No.
The next case is item number 45, Fanny Baldian, Officer Ernst Baptiste, case number CEPKS 2016-00006, item number 45.
Is anyone here? 45. Good evening. Please state your full name for the record.
786, 315, 1428.
Okay, what is your name?
Fanny Baldion.
Ma'am,
right.
can you put down the mic?
I'm sure.
All right.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for a parking lot of a commercial property. There's some pothole and there's no marking and no striping. The owner reached out to me and then requested to an extension to get more time so she can get the job completed.
Ma'am?
Yes.
And where are we on this process?
I'm going to start doing the job next week. The raining is a lot, so that's what I don't pay too much attention to do the job. But
Did you apply for a permit?
not yet.
Okay. Did you get a contractor? Did you get anybody to
Today
get the
I
work?
try to find the people because today I pay attention seriously, and I'm sorry and apologize for this. I want to do the job and I don't want to have problems.
Say that again?
I don't want to have problems. I want to start doing the job, so I apologize for this situation. I don't want to do nothing bad and wrong.
Okay. All right. Sir?
I'm willing to give her 30 days to see where she's with the application part, the permitting part. So
All right, ma'am. 30 days.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
The next case is item number 46, Faustin Almonord, Officer Wayne Clark, case number CEODS 2016-00050, item number 46.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please tell us your full name.
My name is Claudine Vernet at
All right.
755 Northwest 134th Street.
Okay.
Wayne Clark, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This is in reference to storing, look like building materials outside under the carport, doors, buckets, bags of concrete. It was more than that. But the property's been posted on June 23rd, 2016 with proper service. I'd like to submit the photos for the record. I was out there today at between 2 and 2:30, and it still exists. The photo was taken yesterday.
Yeah.
And I also talked to your man at the property about a month ago or so, and he moved some of the stuff, but he didn't move all of the things. And then also, if you could, is that one or two pictures you got there?
I have two.
If you
So
look
if
at
I
the,
understand what I'm looking at, are they looks like extra doors?
yeah,
Are
he's
these
storing
doors?
building materials up under the carport.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, it looks like mirrors and some other items along the side of the house. If you could see that on the
Right.
bottom picture, and he needs to get rid of all that stuff.
Okay. And this is the front of the house? Side of
Yep,
the house?
that's the carport, where the car is
Yeah.
supposed to go on the side of the house.
Okay. Ma'am?
Actually, this is the side of the house, not the front of the house. Those door that is there is because I already got a plan because I was doing some addition to the house. And also I was
Got a permit?
on the process of having a closed carport. But I already submit everything to the city, and because of the addition, I had submitted to Durham, and they'll approve it and everything. So I was on the process, those doors and the cement, this is the equipment that I needed for the job, to get the job done. But because of right now, financial situation, and we had to put everything on hold, but those doors, because of the process that is there.
All right.
It's cement and the doors and the bucket, everything is nails, everything. Those are in the wood, everything. We have everything already there to get started on the job, but we couldn't start it because of
Financial situation.
Yeah.
Okay, so this job is going to be delayed for how long?
As of right now, I cannot say because it's myself and also my husband, which is, we're not on a good term right now, so I don't know. So right now, I don't know if I'm going to take the doors or what I'm going to do with the doors, if I'm going to continue with the job. But those doors, because before I had a previous officer came, when they look at those storage there, which is, yes, he's right, because he probably speak to somebody already. And then they told me what I needed to take away, but they say, as long as those doors are stored nicely in the corner, there's nothing around it, it's fine. Okay, but yes, he probably still there was other stuff there, which was taken away. When he left, when I found out, no, there was some tools back there, but everything was taken away.
Right.
Now, if you can see, it's only doors there, and the cement is still there, and that's about it. Because before, I was told that I could have left them as long as they were stored properly.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. That's why it says carport. It's for the car, not to store everything under there.
Yeah, but that's the main reason I want to have a closed carport. That's why I get a permit, because I want to put everything inside. And those equipment that is there is to get the job started for the process.
Right.
So, I mean,
but
as
you're
long as
saying-
nice and stack, I was told with the previous officer, as long as they're nice on the wall, it's not blocking anything, it's not all around, so that's what I did. I don't know about the first picture and the stack. I didn't really look at the picture, really, but the first picture, he probably have those things on it, but I clean and take everything else that was in front.
So you're saying the doors and the cement and, what is it, the
buckets.
buckets are no longer there? Because this
No,
was
the
taken
cement's
yesterday.
still there. The cement's still there, the door's still there, and the bucket's still there, because those are the part of those have the thing for the house in it. Because I have some nails, the cement and doors, and also there was it's things that belong to the house. I'm not a contractor. Those are things that belong to the house. But there was the other stuff that the previous officer told me to remove, which I did, which everything else that does not belong there. That's what I did.
They don't have nothing to do.
So if you want me to take the doors out, whatever, if I take up, so if I put it in the back, it's going to get wet, and because those are expensive doors.
There's a lot of doors.
Yeah, those are expensive, because I'm going to have addition to the back, and also I was supposed to close the carpool. And I can get it to you. I couldn't bring my the plan today with me because I had came from work, and I could have planned because the city should have a record of that I did submit, that I was about to get that job started.
Can you put them inside, in a room or something?
It's big doors. I mean, they have it right now. I'm going to need at least 3 persons to help me because they're big doors. They're like the double doors. So they cannot be inside the house. That's why I put it there. Because at least the first one I was going to do, close the car because they would have stayed there. That's why I wanted to have a closed carport to have it closed so I can have my thing in there.
The initial report talked about clothing and furniture.
Oh, I don't have no furniture.
Well, they
Other
moved.
items.
There was so much stuff under there, but they moved some of the stuff, and I thought that he was going to keep moving it out, but he stopped right there. It was a bunch of big tool boxes and everything. He was even storing it on the vacant property next door. Auto parts, car parts, you name it.
Okay, so
The
they've
bottom
made
line
some
looks
progress
it
and
makes
they've removed.
the block look unattractive. That's the first thing you see when you pull up. Is all that stuff. It can't be like that. It's unacceptable.
So this is from the street.
Yeah,
Able to
she's saying that's not the front of the house. Okay, that's the west side of the house where the carport is located. But it's still, you can still see it from the front.
And you're saying that this project is now on hold. So that's the other issue. The project is now on hold because of situation in your marriage and a financial situation as well. So in that situation, we don't know how long this is going to be here.
Now
There's-
right now I'm trying to get rid of the doors because I know I'm not gonna put anywhere because I'm thinking about, even if I do move the door, put it in the back because I don't want to get wet because they are expensive doors. So right now I'm trying to get a hold onto him to see what he gonna do with the doors because he's the main one that bought them. So I want to know I cannot make a decision by myself. So I would like to have like some extension, see what we're gonna decide. Give me some extension date, what I'm gonna do with it. So
It'll be 30 days anyway before she come back to the next hearing, so she get just more than enough time to figure out what you're gonna do with some doors and some buckets. But we're really trying to clean up the area, and that doesn't help out. New tenants just moved next door. Somebody just bought the house next door that was vacant forever, and it's looking nice, and we're trying to get the whole street looking nice. That's it.
All right. So you want to give her an extension for 30 days, or you want?
Up to you.
All right, ma'am, we're gonna give you 30 days to fix the violation, and hopefully you won't have to come back here. If not, then we will see you back here on August 3rd. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
The next case is item number 52, George Dotzler, Officer Edmund Fitzel, case number CESEA 2015-00006, item number 52.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Your name for the record?
George Dotzler, 12785 Hickory Road.
Thank you.
Edmund Fitzel, City of North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. The property was posted with notice to appear on June 23rd, mailed notice to appear on June 24th, affidavit of services filed. As of today, Mr. Dotzler, he came to the office and this is for his seawall. This was already adjudicated, and he's presented me some paperwork from Durham where he's applied for his Class 1 permit. There are some revisions that Durham is asking for. So him and his engineer are working on it right now. They're asking for 30 or 60 more days to take care of it. There are when they applied, Durham wants a few things to be corrected on the seawall, the setback, and
On the drawings.
on the drawings. The city has no problem granting them 60 days to
Okay. All right, sir. Reset 60 days.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
The next case is item number 55, Guy Robinson, Officer Vigilant Christie, case number CEXP 2016-00103, item number 55.
Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Your full name?
Guy Robinson.
All right.
Beadle and Christie Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This case was previously heard as it was cited back in February regarding painting the exterior of the property. I've not had the opportunity to meet Mr. Robinson before, but I do have pictures for the record.
Okay, I know what the place is like.
All right, Mr. Robinson.
Okay, can I comment?
Yes, please.
Okay, right now, I do have, I gotta get that re-stucco before it can even be painted. But I just found out that, I have to pull a permit to have it re-stucco, so I didn't know that. So once I get that done, I already got some work I'm doing to the house, which I pulled permits for, which is, when those pictures was taken? Recently? Okay.
One was taken today.
Okay.
And the other was taken on the 24th
okay.
of last
All right, you
month.
can see I already pulled the permit for the fence. All right, so I'm
And the
just slowly
driveway.
putting the house back together. That's what it is. And so now that I found out I got to get a permit to have it re-stuccoed, I get it re-stuccoed, then I get it painted.
Okay. Do you have somebody working on that?
I have someone working on doing the patio right now. What I do, I call them and see do they do re-stucco. I get them started on that too.
Okay. All right, it's already been adjudicated, so when do you want it reset?
Do you have any idea when you'll be able to get this done?
No, I don't.
30 days?
No, wait a minute. Listen to what I'm finna say.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh?
I got to first contact the gentleman.
Okay, let me just say one thing. You say, when do I want it reset? If it's totally up to you, because he's gonna give me the process that he's gonna go through,
Right.
but it's solely up to you.
Okay, so I thought you said you had somebody on deck. Do you have somebody that's already doing work for you, you said?
That's what I said.
Okay.
But I said that I would go to that particular person,
Mm-hmm.
see do they do the stucco.
Mm-hmm.
See, cause like I was just told that I have to pull a permit to get the stucco done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, all right. That person will go through the process and with you.
It only takes 1 day.
I don't know how long it takes.
I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, I'm just explaining to you how long it
Okay.
takes. We can just go ahead and give him 60 days and come back in September. If that's 60.
Okay. That's fine.
All right,
huh?
sir. Reset 60 days.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. A little confession. I need a 5-minute bathroom break. I don't know if anyone else in the room needs to go, but I do. So 5 minutes reset.